Hey class, today we're going to be talking about Heroides X and its author, Publius. Not the monarch overthrowing aristocrat Publius Valerius Poplicola, nor the failed Roman general who lost 3 legions to the Germanic tribes, Publius Quintilius Varus.
Quintilius Varus, where are my eagles?
But our favorite Roman poet and meter writer, Publius Ovidius Naso, although most people just call him Ovid. Now, before we talk about Heroides X, let's give some background on Ovid's life. Ovid was born on March 20th, 43 BCE, in the Roman town of Sulmo, just east of Rome. Because Ovid was in a rich equestrian family, he and his brother were sent to Rome to study rhetoric. Ovid excelled at school and finished his schooling in Athens before traveling to Asia Minor or in Sicily. But Ovid wasn't that interested in politics, and after holding a few minor positions, he abandoned his career to pursue poetry in the city. His first poem, Amores, was an immediate hit with the people. He next wrote Heroides, poems from heroines to their lovers that wronged them, Medicamina Faciae, cosmetics and the art of beauty, Remedia Amoris, remedies for love, and Arms Amatoria, the art of love. After proving himself, Ovid also wrote some more ambitious and longer-lasting stories, like Metamorphoses, a documentary of mythology from the creation of the world to Julius Caesar's deification. He also started writing Fasti, a collection of the days on the Roman calendar. However, he never finished it. Tragedy struck Ovid in 8 CE, when Augustus banished him to Tomis, a town on the Black Sea. The official reason for Ovid's banishment is not known, but in Tristia, he describes it as Carmen et error, essentially meaning a poem and an error.
Caught in bed with his own daughter, that is why Augustus is a terrible father.
What's going on here?
Nothing! But worry not. Back in December 2017, the Council of the City of Rome revoked his exile, so we can once again hear the great poetic master at work in Rome. If he wasn't dead. Ovid did not enjoy life away from Rome. Rather than being surrounded by fellow poets and friends, he was surrounded by uneducated people and the Black Sea. Ovid's dissatisfaction with being away from Rome can be shown through the change in tone of his poetry. He wrote Tristia and Epistula ex Ponto, letters from the Black Sea, and in 17 CE, Ovid died while living in Tomis, never to see Rome again. Now, on to the real focus of the video, Heroides X. Quick background info. Theseus went to Crete, seduced Ariadne, killed the Minotaur, and then left Ariadne on Naxos, an island in the middle of the Mediterranean. The poem starts off with Ariadne saying that every kind of wild beast is more trustworthy than you, Theseus. Her own sleep had betrayed her, and once she awoke, she reached out to Theseus with her arm, but she did not find him there. She then reached out again, but again found nothing. Then, with both her arms, she reached out to where Theseus should have been at her side, but still found nothing. Then the panic really sets in. Ariadne jumped out of bed, starting beating at her chest, pulling at her hair, and ran out to the beach to find any signs that Theseus was still on the island. But when she called out, "Theseus!" only the cliff rocks echoed back what she had said. Ariadne continued to beat her chest, wave a white veil on a stick, and call out for Theseus. But it was all in vain. She eventually gave up hope and began crying until her face was numb with pain. She walked the beach looking like a crazed follower of Bacchus until she found a rock to sit on. She writes, "Quamque lapis sedes, tam lapis ipsa fui," meaning, just as I sit on this rock, I myself was like a stone. While Ariadne was on the rock, she reflected on where she might go if rescued. There are no people on the island who can help her. She has no boat to sail from the island with. The island lies in untrustworthy waters, and even if she does manage to escape from the island, she's got beef with her father, so she has no home to return to. Ariadne refers back to Theseus and what he had said during their time in the labyrinth.
Per ego ipsa pericula juro, te fore dum nostrum vivet ut herque meam.
Meaning,
I swear by these very dangers that you will be mine as long as we both live.
But they both still live, and she is not his. Ariadne then starts to think about how she might die on the island. Could she be torn apart by wolves, or mauled by an island lion, or killed by a tiger, or stampeded by a galumphing seal? She even contemplates that pirates might find her on the island and stab her with swords. And with this talk of death, she laments that there will be no one to bury her after she dies on this island. The seabirds will pick over her bones as her spirit wanders with the breeze. She begs Theseus to turn his ship around and see her crying on the beach, waiting for him. Her final plea to Theseus at the end of the letter being that if he finds her body, he should bring her bones with him and give them a proper burial. All in all, I give Heroides 10 an 8 out of 10 on the heroine to heroic letter scale. It delivered very well on the overwhelming sadness part, but lacked in the independence department. Now, Ohm would say that Ariadne was not a heroine, but I disagree. Like Orpheus working to save his love Eurydice from the underworld and failing in the final steps of his journey. Like Achilles, who saw great fame for his proficiency in battle, dying before the battle was ever won. Ariadne broke her father's laws to help Theseus to slay the horrible Minotaur, and as a reward, she was left on an island to die, an outcast from her people and betrayed by her lover.